How does an AI model know how much text to read at once, and how to organize what it learns? Think of 3 dials on a machine. Turn them one way, the model gets faster. Turn them the other way, it gets smarter. These 3 dials are called hyperparameters. The first dial is called batch_size. Imagine a teacher grading a giant stack of exams. Instead of grading one paper at a time, the teacher grabs a whole stack of 64 papers and grades them all together. That stack size, that's batch_size. It tells the model how many chunks of text to read in one group. Here's another way to picture it. A small batch size is like washing one shirt at a time. It works, but it's slow and the machine barely notices. A big batch size is like stuffing 64 shirts in at once. The machine finishes fast, but it has to be much bigger and stronger to handle the load. The second dial is called block_size, which most people call the context window. Imagine reading a book through a tiny window in a wall. You can only see 256 letters at a time. That window is the model's short-term memory. It can look back exactly 256 letters into the past to guess what comes next. Think of a person peeking through a narrow slit in a tall wooden fence. They can only see a small slice of the garden behind it. Make the slit wider, and suddenly they see more of the scene, but their brain has to work harder to make sense of everything in view. Why does this window matter? If the window is tiny, the model forgets what happened just a few words ago. Imagine reading a story where you can only see 5 words at a time. You'd lose the plot completely. A bigger window lets the model follow along and understand longer passages. Now for the third dial, n_embed, also called dimensions. Imagine you're sorting books on a shelf. If you only have one direction to work with, you can line them up by height. But if you have lots of directions, you can also sort them by color, then by topic, then by author, then by mood. That's what dimensions give a model. More ways to understand each word. Picture a big room where every object floats in its own special spot. That's 3 dimensions. Up, down, left, right, forward, back. Now imagine a room with 256 directions all at once. We can't draw it, but a computer can think in it. More dimensions means more ways to tell ideas apart. So here's all 3 dials together. Batch_size equals 64. That means the model reads 64 chunks of text at once. Block_size equals 256. That means each chunk is 256 letters long. n_embed equals 256. That means every word is described using 256 numbers. These 3 numbers decide how big and how fast the model is. Bigger numbers usually mean a smarter model that catches more meaning, but it's slower and needs a bigger machine. Smaller numbers mean a faster model that runs anywhere, but it might miss subtle things. It's like choosing between a bicycle and a truck. Both get you there, just in different ways. In the real world, people pick these numbers on purpose. A phone helper might use small numbers so it runs fast on a small device. A science lab might use giant numbers so it can read long research papers and catch tiny details. The right dials depend on the job. So let's wrap up. The first dial, batch_size, is how many pieces of text the model reads at once. The second dial, block_size, is how far back it can peek. The third dial, n_embed, is how many directions it uses to understand meaning. Twist these 3 dials, and you shape the brain of every AI language model.